Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu and friends. Happy Monday, August 10th. I mean, we blinked and we went from January to August 10th. I mean, I can't even fathom. How is everyone doing and what have you all been doing and what have you been working on? I have not been working on anything and I'm ashamed that I have not. I treated myself, I think I mentioned it in another video, to my cousin had treated me a couple of months ago to the small book, and I don't have it over here, it's over there in that table. The mini amigurumi ocean. You make 26 ocean creatures. Well then, Kelly at Crochet Mom for Life. Hey Kelly, I love you Kelly. She was showing her books, and of course me having the FOMO, fear of missing out. Somebody's got a book and I think I need it. I love that book. I love these books because you can follow the patterns, and I like that. So I bought the one with the little creatures, and I cannot think of the name. It's 26 mini creatures. So I started making the monkey. Now I went through it, and of course I do it like I do all of them. Oh, I want to do that one. I want to do that one. I just want to do them all. So I started the monkey, and he is still in the bag over there. I've got most of his parts done. I have his head and his body and his little patches and things done, but that's as far as I got with him. He's not finished. So, like I need new projects to start, I got in a loop. I have a friend, I met her through her being my mom's nurse in the nursing home back in 2021 and 2022. And she was the sweetest, most kindest little nurse. And she was so wonderful to my mom, and she was so wonderful to me. When Mom got COVID in February of 2022, I got COVID also. So I'm sitting at home, I was sitting at home, and Mom was in the nursing home, and they moved her on they call it the COVID hall. And I would call several times a day and not to check on her because I'd be so worried about her. I couldn't go see her. I wasn't getting around anybody, and of course I certainly wasn't going there to see her and maybe making her worse and getting somebody else sick. But anyways, this sweet little nurse would call me and hold the phone for Mom to holler when she was able to talk, or she would tell me how Mom was doing. And you never forget that. You never forget those people. Well, she's having a baby, and she may have already had the baby. It was due this month, and I thought I need to make her a beanie. I was going to make her a blanket, but we know how I am with large projects. I don't follow through. But I did get on YouTube. They'll revoke my YouTube privileges pretty soon, I know. The crochet police or somebody. So I've been watching all these videos on YouTube, as I do. And I see all these blankets that I want to start. And KK at K&K Crochet, you'll be so proud of me because I almost done a corner to corner. It was the interlac. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. The interlac crochet. But it's corner to corner. And I thought, KK will be so proud of me because I'm doing a corner to corner. Oh, I can do this one. And I can do a few of the little squares and attach them. Because you're attaching, of course, as you're going. And it's fairly, it's fairly big. I think there's 5 rows. You're doing 5 rows in each little square. But then I got to a certain point, and the little girl that was doing it, she done a wonderful job. I mean, I could see every stitch she was doing. I knew what, you know, I knew the process and I thought I can get that. But then they go so far and they stop, and then I'm thinking, but I don't understand. I struggle with that a lot, and I don't know if anybody else is like that or not. I almost have to have somebody to hold my hand and say, now we're on square number 411 and we're going to do so many rows, and then we'll attach it here, and then we'll attach it there, and then we'll go here, and then we have this big rectangle. Now we're going to start closing this, you know, this square, this. I'm one of those. I'm a visual person. I'm sorry. So I got to thinking, I was already in my mind picking out the yarn colors. I thought, oh, I'll do this color and this color for a baby blanket, and oh, I can do that. I can do. And then it hit me. I don't think I can do that. So I started watching all these other tutorials, and I'm thinking, well, maybe theirs is a little longer, and maybe they'll lead me to more squares, and maybe I can get it done. And then realization and reality set in, and I thought, I can't do that. I could, but I don't want a lob-lollied square or rectangle. I don't want it to be like this, and yeah, I don't. So then, the squirrels on the hamster wheels going around and around on a roller coaster. We know me, we know my mind. So today, shame on YouTube, in my feed was another blanket, crochet blanket, and I'm thinking, oh, that's so pretty. And it was hooked by Robin, and it's the, I believe it's the Log Cabin square crochet blanket. So I'm thinking, and I may be having to send Robin some words of advice, but I'm thinking I'm going to start that. I'm going to go over here in my apartment probably tomorrow and start picking out some yarns. She had some of the prettiest colors, and I thought, oh, that would be such a happy blanket. That would be such a happy blanket. I can do that. I'm going to turn my porch light on. So y'all just say some prayers and send some good vibes. And I've started so many videos, I forget where I'm at in each video. So I'm going to show you what I won from Linda at Linda, and I can't pronounce her last name. I knew how to pronounce it, but I can't pronounce it right. So I'm going to spell it. It's Linda at Linda Sakseide. And I love watching Linda. I try to catch her lives when I see them on, but there's times here lately I've been missing them because we've been involved in things here, and we've had people coming in and out doing things around the house here. So I'm going to link her in the description box. But I won one of hers, and I've got to where I'm real cautious about entering anything because postage is so high, and I feel so bad for anybody to have to mail me anything. And I kept telling her, please don't mail it, please don't mail it. Give it to somebody locally or put it in one of your charities. I forgot how I told her, but I felt so bad. And I won one from Lori's Stories and Crochet a few months ago, and I felt so bad, and I kept telling her and Ladybird, I said, please don't send them. You know, it's too expensive. Give them to somebody else. I'm just like that. I felt so bad, and I thought, I'm not going to enter any more contests or anything. I love to win because I've been good at winning forever. I used to win things on the radio all the time. I've won refrigerator, I won watches and concert tickets. I used to win all kinds of things on the radio giveaways all the time locally. But I hate to do it anymore because everything is so expensive. And Linda has put Oh, it's gorgeous when I show it to you. And I don't know if I can pronounce it quite right. It's a hooded cowl, and I believe it's called a balaclava. Correct me if I'm wrong. But is it not gorgeous? It's green, and that was my favorite color. And it will be so warm this winter. She's put so much work in this. I mean, this ribbing alone to go back and forth around the neck, I mean, it's gorgeous. And then all of the stitches and the yarn. Linda, thank you so much. I love it. I love it so much. And I can't wait to wear it. So, I just feel so bad about her going to the expense and having it mailed to me. Linda, thank you so much. I love it, and I will cherish it always. I will be so happy to wear this all the time in the wintertime because I freeze. But that was my goodie. I have not been away from the house, except I did go and vote on Thursday at a local election that we had. Other than that, I've been home, I think, I don't think I've been anywhere for a couple of weeks, maybe 3. I think it's been about 3 weeks. My son took me to vote Thursday, and then I went on an errand that I needed to run while we were out. And I came back home. He had to go back to work. So I don't plan on going anywhere, except I'm going to call and try to make a doctor's appointment. I'm fine, but I do need a checkup, and there's several things that I need to ask about, especially about my knees. And that will probably be next week. So I'll keep you posted on that. But other than that, I don't really have any plans to go anywhere. I took them earlier, and it was still humid. The sun had gone down quite a bit in the front, but it was still very humid, very muggy in the front. So I brought them in. It'll be nicer when I take them back out at their bedtime. They have slept quite a bit today, and I think there again, it's so hot outside. I don't sit out there long with them at a time. We just usually go out and they do their business, and then I bring them back in because it's just so hot. The sun is back there at the mornings, but then there's such a broad span by the time it moves on up, I call it moving up the driveway. It starts warming up this side of the house and the porch. And I do have a shade on the porch, but if the wind is blowing, I don't like to pull it down because I don't want it to rip it. So I figure the fall of the year will be the perfect time to start rolling that down again. We've had storms off and on. Now this weekend, let's see, was it Saturday that we had some pop-up showers and storms? We had a lot of rain off and on throughout the week last week, and just little pop-up storms, just thunder and lightning, and and then it would be gone in a few minutes. But it was nice at the time, but then afterwards it was muggy as usual. But that's really all I have is the blanket conundrums, and I do need to finish the little monkey. And I think that's really all. I'm sitting in a different spot in the living room because I had to come over here and plug my phone in. When my son's gone, I don't like to push it, and I was pushing it. I think by the time I took them out and got back in, I was on maybe 15% battery charge, and I thought, he's gone to a wedding, and he's out of town. He's about probably 45 minutes away. So I don't like to, I like to have my phone charged while he's gone. But anyways, that's really about all I have to say. I've been watching all of your videos. I just love all of the projects that I'm seeing, and then of course I want to do them, and then I put them on my bucket list, and then that's where they stay. So I've got to get over that. I've got to start doing better, because I mean, we're August. We're 4 months from Christmas. Almost a little over 4 months till Christmas. And I'm thinking, I do this every year. I'm all gung-ho at the first of the year, and I do real well. But my problem is I make things and then I end up giving it away. A birthday, an anniversary or something, or somebody I haven't seen in a while. And so I'll make little things, and I'm thinking, oh, I've got this, I'll get. And then I'm thinking, my little Christmas stash is gone. It's zilched out. So I'm gonna have to restash. I'm gonna have to start. And I could do better. But my problem is I'll sit all day and watch videos, and I think, oh, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. And then I don't. So I've got to get better. I'm gonna say goodbye, because I've rattled, and oh my word. You've been all the way around the county and back, and all the way around the world and back, literally. So I'm not going to keep boring you. I thank you all for watching. I thank you for your suggestions and the sweet comments that you leave me. I love it. And I have been noticing, and I've heard some more complain about this with YouTube. There's a lot of you that I'm just now seeing your comments, and I've been so faithful to go and check, but for some reason I won't see them, and then all at once I go back and I see where I've missed several. I mean, I'm talking like I had missed probably 15 comments, and I'm so sorry, because I do try to keep that checked on there, but for whatever reason I'm not getting notified. And a lot of you, I'm not getting notifications. And tell me if anybody else is going through this same thing. I will be a subscriber to somebody's channel, and I'll think, I wonder why I haven't been seeing them. Because there's like a long pause that I'm not seeing them. And then I go back and I'm not subscribed to them anymore. So I'm not sure what's going on. It bugs me, because I think, I really love watching their channels. There was a couple the other day, and I thought, I've not seen them post. Are they still on YouTube? And then I went in, typed in their channel name, and they were still making videos, but I wasn't a subscriber. And I don't understand that. So maybe y'all can help me with what's going on. Sometimes I sleep and things happen, and then I wake up and I realize. But I didn't like that. And then missing all those comments, I do apologize. So if I've missed your comment, I always tell you, come back and leave me another comment in a newer post and say, I've left you some comments. Because I was so faithful about keeping them checked, and I don't know what happened. But thank you for watching. Thank you for your lovely comments. I love reading them. And all of those of you that are doing all of these beautiful makes, oh my word, all of the blankets. I was watching Sally at Nanny Moon's Crochet today, and she was showing different ones that have sent her pictures of their blankets that they've been working on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my word. Beautiful. I mean, they were absolutely beautiful. And Sally said she was, I think, working on a bag. And then she'd made some little chapstick holders. And I loved it. I thought, I'm going to have to make some of those. The ones I made last year had the big old top that you've got to pull down. But these didn't. They just had like a flap that goes over the top. And then you can just put it on a key ring or put it on your key ring. And I love that. I thought, oh my word, that would be so handy. So I'm going to have to make some of those. And I've got to get me some more key rings to be able to attach them so that people can put them on their purses or backpacks or whatever. But anyways, here I go again. Thank you for watching. I love you all so much, and thank you for watching and putting up with me. Thank you. Bye-bye.